My name is Kristen Braden, and I am a managing director at Anser Advisory, which is a construction management firm. We're national and we're actually a part of Accenture. We do construction management and program management, inspection. So we do everything other than design and actually construct. But we'll provide any other services that an owner needs besides those two services. It's important to have all different trades represented, especially when you're talking about construction and construction management and constructability of anything you're building, making sure that electricians are involved, making sure that the end user is involved. So if it's somebody that works at a water plant or a wastewater plant, or that works for the transit agency, whatever it is, making sure that those people actually are involved. So it doesn't require an engineering degree to understand the end use and to understand some of the components that go into it. I think any conference, especially a national or international conference, is really, really helpful when it comes to what's going on in the industry, what's going on in the market, what's going on with your clients, and then also the networking. I mean, just being able to meet potential partners and folks that you might be working with on a project someday, or that you're working with on a project right now. To meet and to talk about things in a different setting is always a really great opportunity. And just the face-to-face, the in-person networking is just so, COVID really kind of hit that home with us, but there's nothing quite like getting to meet people face-to-face and having those conversations.
The talks are great because there'll be a topic that maybe is coming up on a project, or it's a topic that you've dealt with and you're kind of curious how another entity or project dealt with that particular issue. So it's kind of fun to see that. It's also fun to see some of your friends and colleagues get up and speak about something they're passionate about. That's always a great opportunity. And then just to hear what else is going on. I mean, there's so much neat stuff, especially in construction. Everything changes so quickly. So it's really, really fun just to be able to be a part of it and experience what everyone's talking about. Construction in general is such a great industry to be in, especially with all of the infrastructure upgrades and projects that are coming. And then tunneling is just such an interesting, unique part of construction. And so, anytime you tell somebody that you have done a project like this, or that you work on these types of projects, people's eyes, light up and they're excited. So I think it's not so much explaining why it's so cool. It's more of how can people actually get involved in this industry, and how can you actually be a part of a project like this. So I think that's probably the bigger conversation that we should have with students and young professionals as well.